Good day, Spiritual Squad. Hope everyone is doing well. This is Richard of Guidance by Richard, and I have an update. So, one of the things I've decided to do for the new year, Chinese New Year, still getting some stuff together, don't worry. But in any case, one of the things I want us to think about is I'm going to start my new series of In the Couch and sitting in the chair. So I'm in my chair at home, and I'm going to start calling this series of In the Chair. So the therapeutic part of us means we all need a little therapy because we can all be a little touched in good ways. But one of the things about this series is to kind of talk about some of the thoughts for in the chair. So a lot of times, sort of energetically wise, we kind of go to these places or relaxing place. Some people in the kitchen, some be that. So it's kind of like the couch environment, like being on the couch, like therapeutic wise, but we're not gonna be in the couch. We're gonna be in a chair. We're gonna kind of sit back and enjoy it. So today's series about in the chair is talking about divine order. I want to help everyone get to a place of what is divine order. So first, talk about divine order. Let's talk about it. Divine order means that you're living your life in a direction that is in line with your higher self. So your practices, your arrangements, all is kind of divinity. And it's the inclusion of your decision making, the way it looks, and things going in a certain perspective with the integration of your higher self. The God in you, the higher self, all those things that connect to that. So I want to talk about the divine order. How does one live in divine order? So some of the things you want to think about from a reflection standpoint is your temple, your physical presence. And in order for you to really get to this space, you have to love yourself. And loving yourself means it has to look that way. So I'm not suggesting that you have to model some way people look, whether it be in a magazine, certain type, body type, stuff like that. It's talking about how you look at yourself, and even from a healthy standpoint. So that divine order and alignment means your temple, your physical space, your body should reflect that. If you look at yourself and you look in the mirror and you say, I really love myself, I love my presence, or there are things that you can change it because you want to. So that talks about if your outer is not where it is, if you want to lose weight, or even if you're at a good, comfortable weight, whatever that looks like, but you're at peace with yourself. You don't feel like you shame yourself. So this kind of look, you can be aggressive for the frame if it makes sense for you. And so that you means you have to be okay with your frame. And if it doesn't reflect the way you would like it to do, and that would be externally and internally. So you have to do some soul searching. You got to look at you in that part of what that looks like. And if those things are not in line with each other, it might be time to evaluate that or make some changes. And how do you get there? One, give yourself accountability in terms of direction. So your physical frame needs to look a certain way. Your inner frame needs to look a certain way. So that thought and planning kind of script out what that looks like. So if it means you need to go to the gym, if it means you want to look a certain thing, you want to exercise, do it because you want your temple to reflect another way. And internally, it's going to help you feel that way. So if you're needing to make some changes, then you're going to do that. Internally, that divine order will look like you feel good about yourself. You're at peace within yourself. You are comfortable. You're looking at it. And you're deciding that in order for the temple to complete, then I'm going to script out some things. And that could be therapy. It could be doing meditation. You go for walks. Different things you do that makes you feel good, internal and external. So that's the temple. So if it's not looking the way it is, then you have to be aggressive about changing it. So that's on you. So to do the work towards that part, that's one. Your physical place is another one. If you go in your room and you go to rooms, you see the stuff scattered, that reflection is on yourself. You kind of say, oh my God, when I look around, I don't look happy, it doesn't look good to me. Then that's what needs to happen. So in the place where your physical place where you even lay your head down at most, you want to kind of look at the entire place you live in, and at the least would be your bedroom. So how do you rest your head? How do you lay your head? All that has a lot of impact to you energetically wise, and it makes you feel like things are in disarray. How you want to tackle that strategy? Do it in stages. Then if you look around your space and it doesn't look peaceful, it looks like it's a little bit needs some cleaning and moving and dusting, all that stuff, then schedule some time for you. That means even if you do little increments, make little strides, make little progress. And so you have to think about that. So then you start to break it down. Put the laundry in one area, move stuff in another place, shift energies, shift the way that looks, and put them in some kind of order. And I'm not suggesting that you go all out because it'd be unrealistic. So at that point, little increments, 1 hour, schedule time with yourself. So in your calendar, you're going to put, okay, I have a meeting with myself 2 or 3 times a week. You deserve that. That 2 and 3 times a week instrumentally means you're loyal and dedicated to that time, which means it would be like a meeting. You're meeting with yourself. And so you would have to be aggressive around, I got a meeting scheduled. I'm going to put down an hour. Do not let it exceed an hour. And it's uninterrupted. So the alarm goes off, you had a meeting with yourself. And in there is an agenda. What's going to be on the list of things you're going to accomplish? And we said small increments. Remember, small. Don't get big with it. Don't get crazy with it. We're trying to get to a place and let you have it sustainable. And so that part. So at minimum, in your room, if your room is a mess, let's start to separate it. We know it's probably clothes on the bed, in the corner, all that stuff you do. You can't even rest your head. How do you get peace if where you rest your head doesn't reflect that? So that's another thing. So clean off the bed, make the bed, make it get in a certain way, look like, so when you reflect, that's how I'm gonna start my day. This is how I'm gonna get that. So, and you want to do the work around what that looks like. So make sure you take the time to clean it, put the bed together, start stages. And then the last one is being at peace with your decision making. That means you're really able to look at things for face value, deal with things at face value, and that's going to give you a real sense of real order, and it's going to make you feel peaceful. It's because you're dealing with things they are. That also needs to be in small increments. So maybe today I'm going to have a challenging conversation with someone. Maybe I have to go to work. But on your list of things to address, that's your well-being, that's your temple. So you would want to address the things that need to be. So let's recap. 1, we're talking about divine order. Divine order, that means you are going to think about your physical temple, outside, inside. You're going to do the work and the strategies for that. Second one is your physical place, your location. You're going to do in small increments, even if it's a corner. Schedule time 2 or 3 times a week. Be aggressive about that meeting with yourself. It's uninterrupted. No phone calls. Put it to the side. And you're going to start with little bits of pieces, maybe one corner. And then the secondary, at minimum, your bed. Make your bed, get up, clean your bed off, all the energy starts to flow. And the third one is really be at peace with yourself. Really recognize things from a therapeutic. Do your meditations, do your timeouts, stuff to get to a place. When you bring all these things, that's true divine order. You deserve to have that order. That's a catalyst to get things going. It's to get your life going. It makes you feel happy, excited, good things happening. But that's in your controllable. So what are you going to do? Are you going to be in divine order? That's what you deserve. We all deserve that. I hope this was helpful to you. Please try it. Give it a try. I ask you to like, share, and all the good stuff here on Guidance by Richard. Once again, thank you, and it's good to see you. See you next time on the chair.